Hello, so I'm probably feeling too lazy to stand up or like that. So I'm just going to sit here and try to be visible and make this video. Okay, so in today's video, I'm basically going to show how I prepared for the Korean King Sejong writing contest and how I came third place at the end of the day. Just a brief review. So I'm going to do like a review and talk about like basically everything, how it went. So the King Sejong writing and speech contest usually happens every year. It happened last year and then this year and next year as well, and so on and so forth. But every year they usually have like a different topic for the writing and a different topic for the speaking contest. And also, winners of any particular year would not be able to participate in the next year. So, like that. For the writing contest, how I prepared for the writing contest, they usually give topic for the writing contest before that day, prior to that day, so you have time to practice your writing and everything. But one thing you need to know is you need to look at the criteria for writing carefully because even though there are a lot of people writing, you just have to be unique with your writing style, or you just have to be different for you to be a winner. Okay, so primarily the criteria for writing this year was diversity of topics. So you're supposed to talk about something very diverse or something very different other than the regular or prominent K drama, K pop kind of thing. Talk about something diverse, something different. And then another criteria is you have to write above 300 words. And then your grammar structure is another thing. So they consider these things to be able to give you an award for your writing. To prepare for your writing, you need to practice using a Wongoji. If you don't know what a Wongoji is, the Wongoji is the Korean writing manuscript because that's what you'll be given to write for that day. So if you do not know what it is, you have to find out what a Wongoji is and you have to practice writing on a Wongoji before you actually meet it that day. So you can find it on the website and then print it out and then practice writing on it while you're learning Korean and Korean culture. So you'd have to write above 300 words and give a valid reason why you're learning Korean and Korean culture. My structure of writing, I had three paragraphs for my essay. The first paragraph I wrote about Korean language. I introduced how I started learning Korean. I said while I was watching Korean movies, I got interested in Korean language and Korean culture. And at first, I could only say 안녕하세요, but I wanted to learn like other Korean phrases, other Korean words. So I started studying Korean. I started studying Korean language proper. And during the course of time, it was difficult, especially Korean grammar and Korean pronunciations, pronouncing words. So I joined Korean classes online and I started studying with friends. That was what I wrote in my first paragraph. My second paragraph, I spoke about Korean culture. I said I for Korean culture, I learned about Korean culture while reading Korean language textbooks. That is how I also learn about Korean culture. And also whenever I have time, I usually spend time on YouTube watching about various Korean cultural videos, especially videos about music, Korean music, and also Korean traditional dance. And specifically, or most especially, I enjoy watching mukbang videos on YouTube. And then, whenever I have time, I also go to the Korean Cultural Center, and also there I find like interesting magazines about Korean culture, which I enjoy reading. And yes, that was what I said in my second paragraph. Then, in my third paragraph, I concluded it with in the future, I hope to experience Korean culture and I hope to be able to communicate with Korean native speakers. And also, I hope to school in Korea. So that is why I am studying Korean and Korean language. So, in summary, that's what I said in my first, second, and third paragraph. So, because they said you should tell them why you're learning Korean. So, apparently, I felt like, okay, let's do like an introduction, how we got into this Korean thing. And then, second, we should talk about Korean language and the challenges we faced, but we still wanted to continue learning. And then, speak about Korean culture, but I didn't want to talk about K-pop or K-drama. And even in my writing, I didn't say K-drama. I would say Hangul or Hangul Gyeonghwa, which is Korean movies. I did not say K-drama because you can actually say K-drama, but I did not want to put put it on K-drama. Anyways, that's what I wrote, and yes, I came third, please. But I would say if you want to participate in the writing contest next year, you can prepare now by studying Korean in general, reading Korean language textbooks, and not just using apps. Yeah, you can read Korean language textbooks because they are focused on your grammar and also like your diversity, like how you're able to express yourself. So you should be able to use adverbs, adjectives, not just sentence, make a sentence. You should be able to say oh, especially, or like no mucho he or creso or chronica, stuff like that. And also another thing you need to know is writing for Korean is different from speaking in Korean. So you need to learn the writing structure or writing pattern. Also, they usually give word limits, so you should try to go above the word limits that have been given to you. If they say write us 300 Korean words, you should be able to write more than 300 Korean words. And by Korean words, they mean Korean Hangul characters because they count syllable by syllable. So you should be able to write more than 300 Korean characters. So what else I have to say? I think that's all.
그리고 여러분 대한민국 경찰 기여하는 것뿐만 아니라 부산은 정말 아름다운 도시입니다.
This speech contest, even though I went for this speech contest with all my heart, genuinely, I made it through the preliminary stage because we had to submit videos and then they would select from the videos the people they felt were good enough to present, and then at the end of the day they'll still emerge winners, first, second, and third place. For the speech contest, almost the same criteria: diversity of topic, and also um, pronunciation, and you have to speak for 3 minutes and no more than 3 minutes or less than 3 minutes. So for me, I spoke about Busan. Yes, because the topic this year was the city in Korea you want to visit and why you want to visit that city. No, no, no. The topic was you should tell us about a city in Korea you want to visit and also a city in your country which you want to introduce to them. So for me, I spoke about Busan. I spoke about Busan seaports. I spoke about how Busan contributes to South Korea's economy. I spoke about Busan being the an international center, so it plans to host the 2030 World Expo. And then I spoke about Busan being a vibrant city and great things. And then for the city I introduced the city of Lagos. It said I spoke about Lagos being the cultural and financial hub for sub-Saharan Africa. I spoke about the population of Lagos. I also spoke about Lagos having seaports and beaches just like Busan, but even though our seaports is not always so busy, it still contributes to our country's economy. And then yes, then in comparison, I said like Busan, like Lagos, Busan is also a very vibrant city and it has a lot of youths there and a good city to visit. So I hope to visit Busan someday. For Lagos, in additionally, I actually sold Lagos out, even though I've never been to Lagos. I also said I said if you visit Lagos, you can try like a lot of local dishes. You can watch live bands and different things, a lot of interesting activities in Lagos. So that's how I participated for the King Sejong's writing and speech contest, but I can't participate next year again or as well because I already won for the writing contest. So if you win any of these, you can participate the following year again. So count me down.